And welcome everybody. Want to welcome everybody out to the relationship party where it is, not what it's supposed to be. It's your boy Rod, and I got my panel of guys up here. And real quick, what I want to do before we jump into some things, I want just give me your name, where you're from, guys, and we're gonna jump right into this thing. So I'm gonna start here to my left.
My name is Mark, also known as Chef Marco B. Moore, originally from Baltimore, Maryland, currently residing in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right.
My name is Kasim, originally from Patterson, New Jersey, by way of Virginia Beach, Virginia, now in Atlanta.
My name is Vic, originally from Birmingham, Alabama, now reside in Middle Georgia.
All right, right. And y'all know who I am. I'm Rod. Okay. Relationship party host with my partner Charmaine, who's not here today. We kicked her out of the show this morning. But guys, you know, we got a time. We had a poll question come in earlier, right? And it was from a woman. And this woman wanted to know, do men fake orgasms?
Absolutely.
See, Vic, Kasim said that just like that. Absolutely. So Kasim, let me start with you, since you said it with your chest like that. Do men fake orgasm? You said absolutely. Why?
For me, like after the first or the second or the third round,
Damn. Okay.
you know, depending on who the woman is, you just gotta fake it, because it's not gonna come there anymore.
Okay.
So you just gotta make it like, oh, okay, I'm done.
So you got 3-4 rounds in you.
It's not no. Well, I'm just saying it's not like the sex was bad,
Right.
or nothing like that. That's not necessarily the case. It's just sometimes the overexertion
Mhm.
of it all after a certain period of time, you just have to just fake it and be like, okay, I'm good. As long as she good. Because most of the time, whether women believe this or not, we do check to make sure the woman is good first and foremost. After we know that she's good and she's spent, then there's no need for us to continue on. I mean, 'cause we're gonna be good regardless. You know, we're gonna be good regardless.
Tell me why you fake.
All right, so the faking, man, like he was saying, is pretty much it's either two situations. Either it's not good or you done. You just tired, tapped out. You know, when it's longer, you can go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
See, okay. See, Seem over here with 3 and 4 rounds. I'm God damn. Okay. Chef.
All right. I definitely agree for the most part. Two types of situations. Once again, speaking for myself, those fortunate occasions where we may have gone first thing in the morning, got another one in the afternoon, and another one in later on that night. And not that this is every time. This is those fortunate occasions. After I done gave you two solid good ones, that first go round and that second go round, that third one, I'm just ready to once again, if I'm truly confident that I've pleased you, at that point, I'm good with it. And then for myself, there have been those rare occasions where a man may be fortunate enough just to go into overdrive. The foreplay was good. You started off slow, so it wasn't about just trying to bust a nut right away. And before you know it, you may be fortunate to be in it 35, 45 minutes. And by her reaction, if you know your woman, she done came at least 2-3 times. If I'm fortunate enough to give her that third one, at that point, I'm just going to be like, knowing that I may still be hard, but I just wanted to get it over with.
Now, Chef, you ain't gonna make me look bad. Talking about some 35, 45 minutes, 3, 4, 5 times. See, me they're in the same camp. See,
Right.
But honestly, I faked it before, and for me, it was more so because it was, as the young kids say, that was trash.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to get up out and get out.
Gotcha.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. That hour sex thing. I'm 55 years old. Right? I'm gonna give you a solid 25, 30 minutes. And if you don't get what you got to get in that time,
right?
Hey, but it's gonna be strong. It's gonna be right.
But you can hit the reset button though. You know, like someone once said, you got to know your stroke count. You know what I'm saying? So if you know your stroke,
I ain't like Cat Williams where it's gonna be.
Yeah, you gotta back off.
Bernie Mac said
you gotta back off.
Number 25 pumps.
Reset.
You know,
because you're waiting on her to get, like, again, women may not believe this, but a man's ultimate goal is to make sure she's satisfied.
Right.
So if she hasn't gotten there yet, and like if you know your woman, like you said, then your main goal is to satisfy her. So if she hadn't got there yet, and you feel as though you're about to get there, you hit the reset button.
And Rodney, I do want to tap on one thing. Just being truthful about this, if we're gonna keep it 100, the older we get, sometimes just if you are a hardworking man, you're back. your knees, your ankles. You feel it after 10, 15 minutes. And I'm gonna lie, if I'm trying to get some rest so I can power back up to make that money the next day, no, after 5, maybe 10 minutes. I'm telling you I'm done, but it's only because I need to get up out of there and get some rest.
And so ladies, just so you know, we do fake orgasms. In order for if you want us to, just like y'all fake it, but if you want us to fulfill that thing, don't give us the lazy side booty. That's one way you're gonna get that sex fake. If we lazy, if you lazy with your sex, we got some other stuff we can do besides play with you in this lazy sex game. So ladies, step up your sex game, make us step up our sex game, and then let's not even have to worry about whether you fake it or I fake it. All right, because I will fake it. But let's jump into one of these topics here, right? Because I think I'm the only married one up here on this panel. I think everybody else on this panel was single, and single, divorce. On this dating scene, man. And again, we're gonna keep it 100 because we want the women to understand where we're coming from and how we can get this thing fixed. Are y'all frustrated out here on the dating scene? And being out here on the dating scene, what is frustrating you most that you're receiving or getting from these women?
The the high expectations that women have.
Oh man, you don't even know what you just said, because I was getting ready, that was going to be one of them, but I want you to go ahead with
wanting what they want from men, but they can't reciprocate in no shape, form, or fashion. So he has to make 6 figures. He has to drive a Mercedes. He has to have a house with 5 rooms. He has to be 6'9", with abs like Tyrese Beckford. He has his joint got to be down to his kneecaps. He got to, all these right. Things that he need to have. And she got the BBL, the fake lashes, the fake hair, the fupa. She got everything opposite of what she wants.
Right. So she wants that man to come with it and be, have all his stuff together, and everything has to be authentic.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is now she can't reciprocate that because half of the things she got is she's fake.
Not at all. She's not. And then he must be educated, have 2 or 3 college degrees. She don't even have a high school diploma.
What about you, Vic? I mean,
so I mean, I'm not single. I'm in a relationship, got a girl. But when I was, dating, everything like that, that what was frustrating about it?
Yeah.
Pretty much to add on to what he said, because that's a part of it too. Like, you'll go, talk to a girl, check her out, hey, what's going on, try to get to know her. And it's like, oh, okay, well, off the bat, hey, how you doing? How's your day? What you do? Oh, well, you need to do this, that, the third. I want a man to have, and a lot of that is oftentimes a turn off, for real, honestly, because it's like, okay, once you find somebody you like, right, take her out, you trying to get to know her, know the person, hey, what you got going on. It's cool to have expectations or things that you want out of a relationship, or once you start talking to somebody, but it has to be a regular just conversation, like, hey, this is what I want, what do you want, things like that. Instead of
not an interrogation.
Not an interrogation.
Like you filling out an employment application.
Right, not a list of demands.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So just to start off with that. But really just communication off the bat, because I say a lot, man. Communication is key.
Right.
Right. So a lot of times, people end up wasting your time just off of something that could have been simple communication.
Right.
Yeah, you talk to this person, right? And you're like, yeah, that's, I like this girl, man. She real cool. We've been doing this at the third. I think she's feeling me. All the time, she got, 2, 3 other dudes she been chopping it up with, kicking it with, and she just playing you like you a sucker, right? And
hold that right there. Let me ask you this then, and we're gonna get to you, Chef, on that too. You said, she, because we keep it 100 right here.
Yeah.
Now, she out there, she dating, you saying she got 2, 3 other dudes, she playing you like, but don't we date 2 or 3 women as well?
Yeah, I was gonna say again, both ways.
Because again, that dating portion of it ain't just about, when you dating, it ain't about sex, it's about finding somebody, and you got to go through some numbers sometimes to get to that person that you
right.
Because again, we can't hold, and I'm being fair on the woman side of this. You ladies, I'm on y'all side sometimes too. We have to sometimes look and say, okay, well, I'm out here dating 2, 3 women, I can't get mad if she dating 2-3 other dudes.
Exactly. Right.
know?
It go both ways.
Right.
Definitely.
Right.
Yep.
So that frustration, chef, for yourself out here on the dating scene, what is it like?
Mine comes in two categories: as somebody that's not actively dating but open to meeting someone, being unapproachable, and then the second one is friendship before relationship. Being unapproachable. A lot of times in today's society, we are limited. The best way to meet people are through dating sites, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm still old school. If I'm in the grocery store, as when I got my chef hat on, if I'm in the Home Depot, when I do my handyman work, and a lot of other things that I do, because I'm a serial entrepreneur, I still want to just reach out and say hello the old-fashioned way, meeting you at the gas station, at church, whatever the case. And in a lot of cases with women, there have been times where I don't even really necessarily want to get with you, but I just see an attractive woman and just to want to walk up to her and say, "Hey, sister, how you doing?" That's all right. I ain't interested.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to holler at you. I might have just wanted to literally just say to you, you are a beautiful, attractive black woman. Enjoy your day. Looking at you just did something to me to make me want to give you a compliment. But a lot of times, just to have that open lane of communication where maybe that one breaking the ice saying hello can lead to a whole lot more, some women will be so tense. And I understand that today's world we live in, you got to be cautious, but sometimes a brother is just saying hello
and
just to say hello.
You have to be cautious, but you don't want to be, as that female, you don't want
to stand off.
Yeah, that's the word I was going to use. You don't want to be standoffish, because again, if this brother's just saying, "Hey, how you doing, Miss Lady? You look very nice today." Nothing wrong with that. You don't have to automatically get on the defensive as if we're trying to sleep with you right then. Now, if we may see you in our minds, we may be saying, "Damn, she fine." But us just saying, "Hey, hello" to you don't mean we trying to take you to bed right this minute.
I don't even do that shit no more because
part of your frustration is the way women react.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it and I say it in my mind like, damn, she fly, but I don't even approach them. And then, I don't know, women just kind of weird, bro. They'll put on the most provocative shit to go outside. Just
don't want you to say a damn thing to them.
They got half their ass out, their nipples showing and everything. And then when somebody speak to them or say something to them, they huffing and puffing and
right.
So
let me get back to my second point, if I can, Rod. Because this was more the thing that's most frustrating to me. Meeting women, especially if it's maybe through a dating site. When I say unrealistic expectations as far as friendship before relationship. If I meet you, my mindset, and this is just for me, is not that I'm looking for a relationship first. I am looking for a woman that hopefully become my friend and God willing, my best friend, because all the relationships of people that I know firsthand, of men and women that truly work, 95% of them, that man and that woman, they are best friends before they're anything else. Right. So in the very beginning, the relationship may be the goal, but just for right now, I just want to get to know you better. And this is a real life experience. It just happened to me literally about 3-4 days ago on a dating site. Sister and I, our profiles connected. We chatted for maybe like 1 or 2 days via the profile. Got to the point we were comfortable exchanging numbers. We talked briefly as far as verbally, a quick hello, because it's first thing during business hours throughout the course of the day. Made it very clear to her as far as in-depth conversation that can take place probably later on tonight about 9:30, 10 o'clock. If you're still up, that's what time my day is over with no interruptions. But I can text you throughout the course of the day. We're sending text messages here, text messages there, getting to know each other. Everything is fine. Get home, honestly, just was tired. Had about 4 or 5 missed calls. Even my mother called, was just too tired to talk. Went to sleep. I wake up the very next morning. The very first text message I have to see, which is negative energy on top of everything else, at 7 o'clock in the morning. I knew you was a fake ass nigga. You spent time, you could text me all day, but then when I called you tonight, you couldn't even return my call. You probably laid up with some bitch. All these accusations, the innuendos from the simple fact that I just simply was tired.
Right.
It happens to all of us, both men and women. But if that's the energy that you're bringing to me right away in the very beginning, I'm actually happy with that, because that's a red flag that tells me that as far as relationship, you definitely not the one for me. But more importantly, if we're going to develop a friendship first, no friend would text another friend.
Right.
The very next day, a friend would be like, "Oh, it's cool."
So she already lost the game before she even got on the field.
Exactly.
Because she made an assumption just because typically maybe somebody else,
Well, my
did
thing
that to her.
is
So
that
she
type of
made that assumption.
conversation. I don't want that regardless because it's negative energy. But if I'm gonna get that, that's something that maybe I'm gonna get in a relationship.
Right.
We're not in a relationship stage yet.
Right.
We only had
a
one
conversation.
day of conversation, 2 days of texting each other.
And that's the thing I always try and get over to women is number one, I don't even know if I like you enough to divulge a lot of this information on the first time we have a conversation.
Process. We build up to all of that.
Now, Kasim, you said something earlier, and you were talking about a burden. Do you guys feel like that you being frustrated? Do you feel like how I want to phrase this? Do you feel a burden with the expectations that women put on us as men? Because men, like you said earlier, men want you to come already ready made, and because a lot of us are still going through a process to get what we're trying to get to. Is it a burden on you as a man to say, damn, I'm not checking those boxes that woman wants. She wants me to have a six figure. She wants me to drive this. She wants me to be in shape. She wants me to take her out on a first date and spend, and go to Ruth Chris when she ain't never been to, Chuck E. Cheese.
I don't see it as a burden. It's frustrating though, because it's like damn near every other woman you encounter is it's like they watch too much not so reality TV, television, the Housewives of this, the Love and Hip Hop this. They see that and they think, oh, that's what it really is or what it really should be. Mm-hmm. And I don't spend too much time thinking about it. It's frustrating, but it's not a burden because most of those boxes at some point I had checked.
Right.
And then I can say I stood in my cockiness because now I can just basically sit back and say, I don't. That's what you want?
Say that again, please.
Yeah.
But and I want and I stopped you on that because of this. Now that man checks all those boxes, now he's going to have a pick of the litter, so to speak.
Right, there it is.
You may not fit the category that he's looking for now.
Exactly.
Right? Mm-hmm. So you want this ready-made man. What are you going to bring to the table to fulfill what that high income earner wants you to feel? Right. Can you do that? And we're not talking about the potential, because you don't want the potential. You want it already packaged. Mm-hmm. You want to be able to go to the store, go to aisle 5, pick up the man with those things that you have.
Yeah, it's
can you pay for that man once you take him off the shelf?
Right.
And that's the thing that you got to realize and got to understand.
Hey, see, no, you didn't say pay. Did you say pay? No, I don't pay for no.
It was a conversation last week. It was a conversation overheard, and they were talking about going on dates and the women paying not just for the dinner, but just offering to pay for the tip.
I'm cool with that.
It was a whole thing. Right. That some of them was like, no, we're not doing that. We're not paying the tip.
I paid both.
And you know what happens?
Everything she's paid.
And you know what happens? That gives that makes a man respect that woman even more. And then at the end of the day, she can get whatever, because I know on the flip side of that,
show you her real stuff.
She's showing. But then it's the women who like they ask for money. These off the rip, they look at you and automatically,
because the expectation for what I'm hearing out here on the dating scene. Again, I've been married 25 years, but from what I'm hearing on the dating scene, women now are literally asking for what they want.
Oh yeah. Times are changing.
Look, I need you to pay my mortgage. I need you to pay my car note. This, that, and third. Where the hell did they get is that the entitlement? Is that entitlement?
Social media. I don't mind them being that transparent though.
Show your truth. It's always.
I don't mind them being that transparent.
That tells me I ain't got to waste my time because you already know right away. And hold, let me just say this real quick. As far as frustrations or just being, what was the word, the term you would use now?
Burden.
I can speak for me, and I hope this applies to a lot of people too. Why it's not a burden or frustration for me, because at this point in phase of my life, I'm in love with loving me. And as black men, that's something we really don't take time to do. So I'm really not pressed about what the woman thinks when she meets me, because I love me. So you love me, that's great. If you don't, that just means I'm not for you and you not for me. But more importantly, I walk in a current faith of life where my energy is just about positive energy. I don't do drama, negativity from women or men. If you a dude that's cheating, you still my dude, but I'm not around you because I don't need that energy. I only want to be around positive men, young and old, that I can learn from and they can learn from me. When it comes to women, I don't really have to deal with the burdens of the foolishness out there, because I'm at a point now where if true love don't come my way, I'm 56. If it don't come my way until I'm 65, because I've already experienced it once. So I pray that I'm able to experience it again. But if it don't come till another 20 years, I'm still loving me right now. So I'm good. But I don't worry about the ones with all that foolishness, because those are the ones that I want them to stay far away. Let the suckers and the dudes that don't care and it's going to tell you everything, but then cheat on you with your girlfriend, your sister, and anybody else. You deal with those dudes. I only want the woman that's going to love me.
That's a boss. That's a player. That's a boss.
Too,
but when you put that positive energy out there, and I'm learning this in this next phase of my life. The majority of the women that I deal with are just good people, because I'm good people. I still attract some crazy ones out there. That's just the law of averages. But for the most part, I don't have that problem at all, because I keep myself far away from it.
Yeah, I mean, adding on to the topic of positive energy, what a lot of people don't realize, in that situation, particularly like when a girl's like, hey, y'all first dating or going out, oh, you gotta do X, Y, Z, da 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 da. You don't have to say all that, because what you don't know is if a dude like you, he gonna do it for you anyway without you having to ask.
It's a vibe, though.
That's called being a real dude.
It's the vibe, it's the energy. So sometimes a chick could say the wrong thing, from off the gate. That lets you categorize her from the start. Okay, she's just gonna be a smash. I'm not even trying to go nowhere else but smash.
But let me put this out there real quick,
and that's just based on the conversation that she's given to you,
her energy, everything.
You don't put her in that certain box.
She thinks she the baddest. I'm the baddest bitch. I'm, all right, what makes you the baddest bitch? Because a lot of chicks think because they pretty, cute face, fat ass, whatever, that makes you a baddest chick. Nah, are you on?
Cassine, we did a show years ago. We had a panel, and I did experiment, and I said, guys, what I want y'all to do is close your eyes. I want you to envision the woman of your dream. You can take any head, put it on there, any body parts, da da da. That's the woman of your dreams, right. And I said, now that I said, y'all got the woman of your dream in your mind. They said, everybody was, yeah, smiles on faces and everything. And I said, no, okay. I said, now open your eyes. And I asked him this question: is the woman you are with now, is that the same woman in that picture?
Wow. Hell no.
One person said yes. Because you know why? It's not your fat, pretty face. It's not your fat booty. It's those ancillary things that you do.
I'm big
because
on
men are very, very simple.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all agree with me or not?
Yes.
If we got a woman that's loyal to us,
respect.
If we got a woman that's the biggest one. If we got a woman that respects us and she got our back, we'll run through the wall for her. Right. So all the other stuff, you may not be the prettiest. But if you got those other things going for you, I'm gonna run through that brick wall for you. You never had to worry about a thing.
Can I hold us men accountable? Because once again, we said this is a platform where we keep it real with each other.
Oh yeah,
right.
And keeping it real as men, we also do have to take accountability for our past actions. And I say that because just like some women, excuse my language, just ain't shit. Some dudes just ain't shit.
Oh, no question.
Yeah. But more importantly,
no question,
when it comes to not the woman that just ain't shit, but the woman that acts a certain type of way, a lot of them, if we're gonna be honest, act that way because of shit that we've done to them. So because of some of the ways and where, because like I said, I'm that dude. I was a player back then, 20 early 30s, did not care. At this phase right now in my 50s, not that man at all. Have grown, elevated, brand new brother. But I did a lot of shit back in my days,
Right.
knowing that left long-term trauma on some of these women that after I did whatever I did, I moved on to the next one with no hesitation. But she's still hurting from that pain that I inflicted on her.
Right.
So because she got it from me and another dude, that's
So
not
we
why
created
all
that
of them-
monster.
We had
So
we
created
gotta
that
be
monster.
on, and that's
But-
not all women.
But
But we all accountable
I'ma
for
say
some
this.
of them treating us the way we do now because of shit we did back then.
And that go both ways.
I
too,
hear,
though.
hold, real
It
quick.
does.
I hear you, but I'm gonna have to say this. If when you were 20, 30 years old and you did that, and that woman was around same age, and that woman now was in her 40s, 50s,
Mhm.
if she's still holding that trauma that you caused her, she's going to have to, and it's not be popular or women may not want to hear this, but you had to get over it, boo.
But I'm talking
But-
about Rodney, not
because-
just me.
I know that. I know that. But this is the thing.
And I agree with
if you bring if she bring into when she meets me,
right.
if she bring you into the into the relationship, if she bring Tony, Tom, Dick, and Harry into the relationship because
Right.
they wronged her, she don't stand a chance with me.
Well, my thing is
because the first sign of something looks similar to what they did,
right.
Yeah, it's
she's
gonna
gonna say, "Oh, you just like every other
Well,
nigga."
this is my deal. Whether it's the man or the woman, if you do fall in that category, because both men and women do, my question is to you, why are you even out there dealing with somebody? And that's what I run up on with a lot of these women.
Until
You're
they
still
heal.
dealing with hurt that you haven't gotten
Right.
over yet, but you ready to meet a dude, and then the first thing that I may not do, it just reminds you of something. You want to dump all that on me.
And
If
before
you
we
got
go
all that you dealing with, you may still
Before we
want
go to that
some
next
free.
topic, I'm gonna say this around that time. If you're a man or a woman, right?
Mhm.
And if you as a man or a woman keep going through the same thing over and over again, it's not the
It's
people
not
that you're
them.
picking,
It's you.
it's you. Because the
Exactly.
one constant in that whole situation is you.
It's you. You're the
If-
common denominator.
You're the common
It's the
denominator. And,
choices that you
because there's no way there's 10 different women that I go out there and meet and they do the
But
same
how do they
thing
heal
to me.
though? It takes one of those people or a couple of those people or persons that hurt them or him or her. Maybe they need to make amends to start the healing process.
Well, see,
Because if they continuously getting hurt,
And let me
time
tell
after
you the
time after
world we
time
live in.
again,
We live in a world right now where, once again, I only try to speak on real life situations of myself. Met a sister in conversations with her. She basically put it out there, I'm looking for my forever love, the man in my dreams. All right, that's fine. I think all of us men and women want that. My first question is, so how long have you been single? Oh, I just came out of a relationship
Oh.
2 weeks ago.
Nah.
You just came out of a relationship 2 weeks ago and you're looking for your forever man, the man of your dreams. If you just come out with something that fresh,
she's trying to
that's
get over
that's
that
fallback time. You do not
that's
need
when
to be with somebody.
That's when you say I gotta go to the bathroom. You
Right.
go get in your car and you get the hell out of there.
But like I said, you find a lot of people, they don't even want to take the time, both men and women, to process when something is over to get themselves right before they move on. We end something as a chef. I say it's a microwave love, and
Right.
it's an oven love. Microwave love, you want to put it in, push the button for 2 minutes. You want instant ready-made relationship ding when that bell rings. As a savory chef, I'm trying to put my meat in the oven at 250, 75 degrees. Let it cook for 7 8 hours so it can fall right off the bone. I want that long term. Let's build up to it until it's right. But a lot of us, we want it instantaneous.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that being said, guys, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna come back, and I got something I want to pose to y'all, and that's well, y'all gonna find out when we come back.
These fees are killing me. I really need to find a broker who does not charge fees.
Connections Realty Group.
You know, I just really want a brokerage that has great culture and that knows how to have fun.
Connections
See
Realty
you
Group.
tomorrow. You know what I'm really looking for is a broker who has a great commission split.
Connections Realty Group.
I just really need a brokerage that offers leads so I can jumpstart my business.
Connections Realty Group. Connections Realty Group.
And we're back, y'all. Welcome back to the relationship party, where it is what it is, not what it's supposed to be. Man, when we do these things, and I love the realness of our show, and I think that's what's going to separate us from, again, just giving that authentic, real stuff. Because again, you get on this panel, you get on this show, you got to be 100 with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, guys, coming back, I said, that I was coming back and I teased the question, and I didn't tell y'all in the break, but the question I'm gonna throw out there, and it's gonna be a couple different ones all wrapped up into one. But this one right here is, what is it now making? They get in the bag, and you can't be mad at the woman that's out there doing a thing. But she's doing a thing, and now she has this. It's just there you go. She has this arrogance about her position now, just like we used to do. Our money used to define us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for women, their position defines them. So, what's it like now out there dating these women with this newfound money? How do you feel?
I'm gonna say I ain't never dated a broke chick. They always made, most of them always made like 6 figures.
And not that you dated a broke chick, but now because women are making so much more money than men, men have been sort of kind of displaced over these last, I'd say, 10 years or so. Men have been displaced, and the money that we used to make, we're not making anymore for whatever reason. And the women have gotten elevated to making the kind of money that we used to make.
When I was 29 years old, I dated a woman, my first serious, real relationship out of all my relationships. I was 29, she was 39. Lived in Baltimore. She worked for one of the major television stations on sales.
Mm-hmm.
The average salesperson at the radio station was probably bringing in about $100,000 a year.
Mhm.
She was bringing in 2. She was a straight up hustler. She actually got promoted to director of sales while we were in a relationship. Mind you, she's 10 years older than me, so she got 10 years head start on me. Financially, I'm making about 30 a year on paper, but I'm hosting parties and other things. So add another 20, 30 in there. I'm able to hold my own and do for her, but my money does not match hers. And keep in mind also, not a guaranteed salary with her, salary and commission, but she's doing about 200. The money aspect never once was an issue for us
Right.
because we knew that what I brought in and what she brought in collectively, we were just good. It was never about who paid more, but we were in a good space because it was about love in that relationship.
Right.
So maturity.
But now-
it was her level of maturity.
Right.
And that's what I
She
was
saw
about to
me for
say.
who I was, not looking for money. But now, somebody that went through that at that stage and now dating with women once again that are on the same level that woman was, the dynamics have changed.
Because now you hear women say, I don't need a man to do nothing for me.
Yeah.
I don't need a man to pay
I'm
my
a-
bill.
I'm a-
That's about
I'm
so
a bad bitch.
but because back in the day, women wanted that dude to take care of it, even whether she made more or not. But now, because the dynamic is changing, women are making so much more. It gives them that sense of power, I guess.
It's in,
to
in their mind, they think it's just a bit of arrogance. That's all it is. They're arrogance and they're not mature
right.
mentally. Like I was saying, most of the women that I've was in a serious relationship with, they made good money, but they didn't brag about it because it was nothing.
Right.
It was a norm to them. They was making good money when they came out of high school to college to them being 35, 40 years old. So it didn't even.
Because at the end of the day, this is the thing. At the end of the day, that man's still a man.
Right.
Exactly.
And just because you make more money, if you castrate him and cut him off at the balls because you make more money than him, guess what? You're gonna lose.
Well, I always say this too. If we're gonna be realistic about the times that we live in, both men and women out here hustling, doing what they're doing. But in this particular time, especially when it relates to African American men, more opportunities right now are probably given and afforded to a black woman before they are given to black men.
Right.
So because of that, if you notice in real life and if you watch a lot of our television commercials, they got advertisements where the men are the ones doing the grocery shopping, the men are the one washing the clothes, the men are the ones changing the baby's diapers in commercials. And that's because a lot of women out here have opportunities where when it comes to that corporate white man,
Yeah.
I'd rather hire a successful black woman
Right.
before a successful black man. So
Fear the black
a
man.
lot of us are in situations, it's not that we don't want it, but what can you do if that opportunity just hasn't come your way yet? It doesn't make me any less of a man.
Right.
But what I see is men have now taken on, I mean, women, a lot of them, that male complex where because I'm the breadwinner, you gonna do what I say you gonna do when I say it, how I
That's
say
if she's
it.
with a weak man.
But
Right,
my whole point is
because
that's
that-
what that mindset is for what you know.
That's why I
right.
said she
that's what
is
they
going
want.
to lose
Right,
if that's the case. Because if you're dealing with a man, my wife made more than me
Right.
the last few years. You know, real estate, she got it. Then she did her thing, boom,
Exactly.
grinding. But guess what? My name's Rodney Earl Graham, and I was that
You
before.
still the
Before she
man.
made that money, and
Before,
I'm gonna be
after,
that
during.
after,
Right.
and during. You know what I mean? So it didn't bother me that she
Right.
made more money.
Well,
You know what I
when
mean?
did it become a situation in life that we are judged on solely our income? Being a woman that makes more than a man doesn't mean she's still not soft and feminine and still not what's the word I don't want to use? I don't want to say submissive.
Well,
But
today,
submissive in a positive
today
way.
women don't
There's nothing
respect the
wrong with
man
doing that and
that
making
doesn't
big
make-
money.
So
So-
that stems from social media, lifestyle marketing. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's made out to seem now where like if you're not doing X, Y, Z, or you don't have make this amount, or you don't have these things, that you're not worth. You know what I mean?
They don't
being
respect
with,
you.
Yeah.
If you don't make a certain amount of money to where as though you can take care of them from head to toe, they don't respect you. You need to be able to do this. You need to be able to do that. You need to be able to do whatever.
And if I'm making that type of money, to be honest, 9 times out of 10,
I'm gonna do what I want.
I'm out the door 6, 7 o'clock. Might not be getting in till 9 or 10. And I still got about 2 or 3 hours that I still got work to do at home to get ready for the next day. And I gotta unwind. So if you want me to have all of that, I may be able to give that to you.
That's what comes
But
with
what are
it,
you
though.
losing as a result of getting
Now,
that?
y'all talking about that money thing, and this is curious. When you're making your money, you're taking care of these, taking care of the woman or however that goes. When is it? When is it? When is it too soon, or when you feel comfortable for a woman asking you for money?
She would never have to. Like if I'm feeling her,
Right.
if it's somebody that I'm interested in and I'm looking to, what's the key word here, court, she won't have to ask for shit because as a man, by default, you know what to do for a woman that you want or that you're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
So she wouldn't have to ask for nothing. You're just gonna do it by default. So if you meet a woman and say, for instance, you go over to her house or y'all go out to dinner or whatever, and just by a couple of days, you see that a car needs brakes, car's dirty, a car needs wash. Go to in the refrigerator, she don't have food in the refrigerator or whatever the case may be. Next time I come over, I might say, yo, let's go to the store.
Right.
Because I'm over here.
Right.
Let's go shopping. So
Right.
now when I come over here, we got food in here.
Right.
And then, especially if you got kids and your car need brake, I'm not gonna have you driving in a car that's not safe for you and your seed. Or if you fly and your car dirty, we can't have it because you're a direct
Right.
reflection of me.
Right.
So if my shit clean, your shit got to be clean.
So ladies, let this be a lesson to you because he just gave you. We've been saying it off break, $1 million worth of games. He just gave it to you. And shout out to those guys who in their podcast because they're incredible.
We giving $1 billion.
But-
we are the million.
But what he just shared with you is that, because again, we said this earlier, when you do those little ancillary things for us,
Right.
you'll never have to worry about asking us for money. Never have to worry about your car being in good shape because guess what? We're gonna make sure that's because now we feeling you did something for me that most women don't do.
Right.
You didn't get on my nerve and nag the hell out of me for this or that. You said, baby, hey, you came over to my house and my pillows on my sofa was all messed up. You straightened them up. Just small stuff like that. Because we don't need you to be our savior. We just need you to be our support.
Rodney,
You know
I
what I'm
want to
saying?
say this about the money thing. I'm a person where I'm about no double standard. And we live supposedly in a time of equality where men are not above women, women are not above men. We are all trying to just get there together. So the question about when is it too soon for a woman to ask me for money? I believe the question is, if I'm gonna answer that, when is it too soon for me to ask you something? I say that because I don't need a woman to take care of me on a day-to-day. I'm good on that.
Right.
But what if I'm that brother where I got dreams and aspirations and I'm trying to start a podcast and I'm trying to get 4 brothers together and we got to pay for a producer and we got to do these things. And I love you just like you love me.
Right.
So what happens if me and you both doing good, but baby, you know what my dream and my vision is? I need about maybe like 2-3 grand, and I'm taking care of this, I'm taking care of that. But this is not money for me to excuse my language. Fuck off. This is investing in something that's going to bring something better, hopefully down the line for me or you. So if you can ask me for money at any given time, and I wouldn't have a problem with that, is it a problem if we then ask you for money? Because if a man asks a woman for money, you ain't shit, you ain't no good, you a bum. If a woman asks that, it's no issue with that. A woman is supposed to feel like, oh, baby, I should be able to come to you for anything. Right. So my whole thing is, let's eliminate the double standards. Don't ask me for shit if you're not willing to do the same thing for me in return. But more importantly, I'm the type of brother you ain't gotta ask.
You're gonna have to ask, because it's gonna be done.
See, we know what's going on. Yeah. If I know that that's what you need and you've been good to me, baby, it's gonna come your way anyway. Yeah. But I want the same thing for my woman. Don't put me in a position that I gotta humble myself as a man and ask you for financing for my
partner. Do that shit all the,
you see what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. You're supposed to be here to believe in my vision. I want to wake up and the check is laying there, baby. I ain't giving you nothing. I believe in you just like I know you believe in me.
For us,
and I don't think that exists anymore in relationships. We are not about equality. And if we're going to be about equality, it should go both ways.
Right. That's that 50-50 shit? Exactly. Don't use the word 50-50 today. With listen, I'm a 50-50 motherfucker. And they misunderstand the term 50-50. So women automatically think financially.
Right.
Like you're paying half the rent, half the lights, no. 50-50 is wherever there's a one drops off, the other picks up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if I'm paying the mortgage and the car notes need paid, babe, pay the fucking car notes. We doing this shit together.
Right.
Like, and then next month you might do it might flip flop. It might flip flop.
We making sure home base is all covered up from all the rest.
These women for a year, but for 6 months next year, baby,
not today. These women today said, I ain't fucking with no 50-50 ass ninja. Right. Because if he can't pay the car note, the rent, and all I need to do is, what you gonna do? I'm gonna be a housewife. To ask a woman today, a real woman today, to stay at home and cook and clean, that's total disrespect.
Blasphemy.
To a woman today that's out there chasing that bag. She's not a stay-at-home. She's not a chef, because you both out there hustling and grinding. So these women need to stop with that. Well, if he pay all the bills, I'm gonna stay home and be the housewife. I'm gonna make sure he got clean clothes. They ain't gonna do none of that. So now let's go back to the 50-50. We're gonna make this shit work together.
With that being said, because you touched on when you said something earlier about, woman got kids at home, I'm gonna make sure
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that blended family, right? Mm-hmm. Because all of us are up here are of age to where if you're dealing with a woman, more likely she got a kid or two or three, or four, right? Or four, or five, or six, and in the middle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and I'll be totally transparent. When I met my wife, she had four, right? Now, I don't consider them step. They mine. If I got to feed your little ass, then
you mine.
You mine. That was always my thought, my mentality. So I never called mine step. They was always mine. Right. So that blended family, what's your take on the blended family? If you meet a woman and she, y'all vibing, she got 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 kids. What's your limit, or are you going to pursue that woman if she has a kid or multiple kids?
I was just gonna say it's definitely a cap. Definitely a cap. So just if you're in the dating scene, right? Talk to a woman. My thing is, in general, I wouldn't really date a woman with kids, seriously. But at the same time, you never know.
And that's because you're younger as well.
Yeah, because I'm younger. Yep.
Because you want your own.
Right.
Yeah, because you definitely gotta have your own.
Gotta have a mini-me running around.
I really don't even care. And the reason why, because mine is going to be based on a couple of things. First and foremost, what's our chemistry like? Mm-hmm. Our chemistry is good. And no matter what your baggage is or my baggage is, I really feel in my heart of hearts that we belong together. We're going to make it work regardless. The other thing that I would be concerned about, if you have children, I know that this is a package, so I have to be able to love you and your kids equally. It can't be I'm only dealing with your kids because I love you. And my biggest concern would be, as a single father who has 2 children, just as I've always wanted with their mothers when they were dating, and just if I'm dating a woman, what's the relationship like with your children's father?
They got to be respectful.
If they have a good relationship, then that makes me feel more comfortable. But I know if it's drama between you and him, and I got to be around his kids, and he may regret me because I get more FaceTime with his children than he do, and that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
But then I got to deal with that energy, and that's negative energy.
Kids got to be respectful. They got to have
energy is good between me and her. If the energy is good between me and the kids, if the energy is good with her and her children's father, and then lastly, which is most importantly, when me and him get to sit down and have that man talk, that one-on-one brotherhood talk, to assure him I ain't trying to overstep my boundaries. I want to make sure you good with me. I'm good with you. Once all those things take place, she can have 1 kid, 15 kids.
I don't give a damn about the baby father. I don't give 2 shits about like
you know what,
we can get along or we can not get along. I don't care. I would prefer us get along, but
getting along is always better just because. But if we don't, I'm not going
to. It's better, but it's not the because again at the end of the day,
what if he that psycho dude though?
I'm psycho
just don't want. But why you want to go psycho?
Because I'm
psycho. But this is the thing. This is the thing. If we're together and now we're at that point where we're in a relationship and I'll use my situation. I didn't give a damn about the baby's father.
Yeah, if I like her, then
reason being because these kids under my roof.
Right.
I don't have to get permission from you because they're under my roof. Right. If you were doing what you were supposed to do, you would be getting it. You would be handling the shit yourself.
Mine is about hoping we can just have mutual respect. The
respect gonna come because I'm gonna take care of your kids just like they mine.
You ain't gotta like me, bro.
He don't have no choice but to respect.
That's all I want. We gotta like each other
or hate it.
Right.
He gonna have no choice but to respect you.
Right.
He's gonna hate the fact that you're doing what he couldn't.
Right. Well, it may not
that he couldn't or didn't want to do or whatever the situation is.
It's a lot of
it could be her too. It could be her as well. But the bottom line is, if I get with you and you have kids, we're going to do this, and I'm gonna raise them kids like they mine.
Right.
So the biggest thing is, you can't stop me from being a father to the kids. You can't tell me something like, "Well, it ain't your kid. You can't." That's never going to work.
Right.
Because if that's the case, then I need to do something different. You know what I'm saying?
But them kids got to be respectful.
They got to be. And now I'm gonna say this from experience.
Well, hold up. That's where the dating aspect comes from. In the dating process, if you realize
because them kids ain't but
the kids ain't working.
Right.
At some point, you might have to say, you know what? This ain't the relationship for me. Maybe it wasn't you. I just couldn't deal with.
But you know what?
One kid is doable. One kid is doable. 2 or more, it's
I can do 2. The bottom line of it all is
possible.
Fuck them kids. We going to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. Relationship Party. Boy Rod and my panel. All right, y'all. We are back. It's the Relationship Party with your boy Rod here, man. We have an awesome conversation, with my guys here, man, and I love the authenticity that y'all bringing to the table. Now, ladies, I hope and pray that y'all got that notepad. See, look. I got a pen. I got some paper. I've been taking notes for y'all. Okay, so if you ain't took notes for yourself, I got them for you. But rewind this back. Send this out to your girlfriends, because again, you getting the real from the guys, and we try to help y'all stay in some of these relationships, and for a lot of y'all get into a relationship and have a nice, healthy, strong relationship. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So guys, we talked about that blended family, and again, it's very important because again, at our age, most people that we come across, they do have kids, so that blended family is important. But when you're on the dating scene, and we'll probably be ending up with this this question, when you out there on the dating scene, right? I'm from Baltimore, so being politically correct don't work for us, as you know. Man. We just straight. When you with a woman and y'all doing y'all thing, when do you feel comfortable, or do you always go right in the beginning without a condom? When do you feel comfortable taking that condom off when you dealing with somebody? Now keep it. Well, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna rebut with whatever y'all say
after the background check.
After the background check.
So is it someone that you know, or someone you just met and don't know anything about? Because you definitely have to do the background check completely. And then there's a conversation. that need to be had too. But definitely going in with the condom on until further notice.
Okay. And so that further notice for you was like what, a month in, 3 days in, 2 hours in?
It varies. 3 hours. You said 3 hours?
I'm just saying. I'm giving some. I want to point of reference. You know what I mean?
I heard the 3 hours.
Because you know, it's some dudes out there who say,
Now some dudes that don't use them at all.
yeah, say I
right,
can't.
right.
I need to feel it.
Hold up, because I'm that dude, but not that I don't wear them. It's the feeling. But for me,
Yeah.
there's 2 reasons why I wear a condom. Number one, if we just starting off at 56 years young, because I'm not old, I'm still very young. I know I'm capable of still putting a baby up in a woman.
Yeah, because he going 40. He going 45 minutes.
So because of that,
Shoot the club.
at this age, I'm not trying to be nobody's father pushing a stroller around in my mid-50s. But there's men out here, 50s and 60s, that are capable. So that's my number one reason.
So when you taking it off? That's my question.
I'm taking it off once we get to that point where I know for a fact that we are exclusively dating, where when we're dating, I may be doing my thing, you may be doing your thing. I don't know, because we ain't around each other 24/7. But once we make that decision, when we having that mature conversation, it is about us now. At that point, the responsible thing, and that's the key word, both parties go get tested. Once you get that done, let's go free. And like for me, I don't like to wear a condom. I had this conversation earlier. Different strokes for different folks. A condom, when I wear one, it restricts my performance. I tend to only can go 10, maybe 15 minutes when the condom is on versus when I'm comfortable and we at that vibe and the condom is no more in. I can give you, not every time, but that unlimited action on a good night. Whereas
45
with the
minutes.
condom on, like I said,
Listen, let me tell you.
it restricts my stroke.
Let me tell you, if you fucking for an hour and 45 minutes, you ain't doing something right.
Now you hitting the
'Cause
reset.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
You gotta hit the reset.
Ain't I,
You gotta do it.
Hey,
No. He said stroke. No, he said an hour 45 minutes. I'm thinking constant hour 45 minutes.
No. I'm talking
'Cause if you-
play, I'm talking
Well, foreplay don't count.
No,
I'm talking about. Listen, I'm talking about when you like this.
Hold up, foreplay.
And your joint is like this for an hour and 45 minutes.
Foreplay.
If you doing this to her for an hour and 45 minutes,
She ain't gonna let you do that.
Hold up.
either
My foreplay game is good. That I'm giving you 25 minutes.
This is what I'm talking about.
Game twice, and I ain't even gave you dick yet.
This is what I'm talking about. No. I'm talking about when you giving her.
That's all included.
When you giving
Including
her
all that
your
in my
dick, 40 hour, 45 minutes of this, it's 2 reasons why how you can get away
She's
with
not gonna
that.
let you go to Pound Town.
There's 2 ways how you can get away with that. One, you about this big.
Nah, even if you small, you probably gonna come fast. It don't matter.
Or you about this big.
Right.
Because if she's not, if you giving it to her right,
Hold up, Rodney.
an hour and 45
Hold
minutes.
up, Rodney. Hold up.
I'm gonna take a poll.
Sexual chemistry.
I'm gonna take a poll real
Everything
quick.
you do with one woman ain't gonna be the same with the other.
I'm gonna take a poll real quick. Because we do have a live studio audience, right? Now, with my live studio audience,
Mm-hmm.
and I want y'all to be for real. Don't give me no bullshit, ladies. Can you? And I want you to make some noise. Do you want a man to be inside of you for an hour and 45 minutes? Is that plausible for you? If it is, give me a hand clap if it is.
I don't think that's physically capable
right.
for anybody. I'm talking about the whole act. When I say
No,
right.
The foreplay part, now I can foreplay with you, but I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna give you
30 solid minutes.
25 minutes that you ain't gonna ever forget.
See, Rodney, I ain't gonna tell on myself, but I'm a freak over here with mine.
I'm
breaking out play toys on you.
Do you know how much freaky shit I can do in
I'm putting the rolls on you while I'm down there for another 10 minutes.
It don't take me an hour and
45 minutes a set.
I can do a
Then we
lot
might
of
take the
freaky shit.
shower where I'm kissing and rubbing up on you for
Go get
another
your toy,
20
baby.
minutes.
What?
And then once it get hard, we going back to the bedroom for
I
round
can
two.
do a lot of
Maybe
freaky
the
shit.
shower
Toys to
that's
themselves.
how I went ahead.
Nah, bring out that rose, baby. Bring out that
Now,
rose,
you
baby. I
said
want to see
earlier-
that work.
Oh, right.
You said earlier, Seam, you said 3 and 4 times. So when
Yeah,
are you taking
yeah.
the condom off?
With a woman?
Yeah.
course not.
During the
Right.
During the relationship.
Of course.
We would edit that shit out. That shit can be edited out. I'm telling you right now.
That's a pause.
Yeah, going back to what he says is based off the chemistry and you guys having a conversation, and then it's definitely knowing a fucking history.
Because I was
Like,
going to
because
say,
if you're dating,
not to
and
cut you
she-
off real quick, but it's a lot of dead motherfuckers that had chemistry with a woman. You realize that,
Well,
right?
if she fucking with you, Tom, Dick, Harry, Joel,
She ain't gonna tell you.
she ain't got to. She ain't got to. Like you said, if you ain't spending most of your time with her,
Right.
Mhm.
you ain't the only. And even if sometimes in relationships, you still ain't spending most. So my mind kind of crazy because even with somebody that I'm dealing with, I'm always curious about. I don't know if I'm the only one you.
Right.
When y'all got to be keeping real with each other.
Now, one thing I
If
do
you can't
like,
have a keep a real relationship, don't be
one
in
thing I like
But
that you
they won't.
said is once y'all have that conversation,
But
now
they
you
won't.
can at least feel a little more comfortable about taking the condom off because y'all had that
Because
conversation.
if something's not
You
right,
got
then
tested.
you want
Y'all,
being
now
honest
y'all
and
got that
I'm gonna
agreement.
say this: you rolling the dice from day
Right,
one
you are.
or day,
Right.
or day
Y'all take the
600.
risk.
Right.
It don't matter. You take the condom off day one or day 600. You take the condom off.
Right.
You rolling the fucking dice, but you still ain't gonna never know because she might not want to be truthful.
And if I catch
he might
something
not
after
wanna
our
be-
conversation, then her truthfulness might.
It came from
lead to
you. It wasn't me.
Right, right.
You
Oh,
know
we
that.
already know that.
You know how it goes.
Right.
And then it's gonna be suspect because you be
Deny,
like, oh,
deny,
shit.
deny.
No, because you be like, oh shit, I was fucking around. So if y'all
And if
both
you're fucking around, then you can't question her.
you ain't gonna question
But
them.
I'm talking about this your relationship, this your woman.
And the relationship is my woman, and we decide that we're gonna be exclusive. From that point on, that we decided we're gonna be exclusive. That shit coming off. If it's somebody that I know, or it's a double back, that shit might not be on from day one.
Now you know you can double back
Yeah,
and
I know.
get double syphilis at the same time. Because just because you double back, that was your girl 5 years ago,
45 years ago.
and you double back because she still look good, and you ain't gonna take it off
it's-
because you were comfortable
it's
5
just-
years ago.
Listen, I ain't gonna
A lot
sit
of shit
here-
can happen in 5 years.
I ain't gonna sit here and like 95% of the motherfuckers ain't gonna say this. But if it's somebody you was dealing with prior, the motherfuckers double back. They don't even be think because they feel as though
Hold
they
up.
know this person.
I gotta give a keep it real answer.
You in the 5%.
I'm gonna give a keep it real. Hold on. I'm gonna give a keep it real answer too. Not speaking for me, but for a lot of dudes out here.
What we
The
heard.
average Negro ain't gonna wear a condom if
Right.
a woman don't tell him he gotta wear a condom.
And that's
If
facts.
a woman will allow
facts.
you to run up in her raw,
That's
the
facts.
average Negro
Well, I
running
won't-
up in you
So I
raw.
won't.
It's only
That's what scared me.
They
If
are
she
the
don't-
mature men out here that we think
If I
with this
try to
head
go
and
in
not this
raw,
head.
or
But
if she
once
don't
this
tell me to
head
put a
get
condom
hard,
on,
if the condom ain't around, you ain't got one, she ain't got one.
and she don't tell me to wear that,
you ain't gonna say
motherfucker,
no. You running up in it raw.
nah, because I'm gonna think she's
But I'm
suspect.
not saying you. I'm talking about
Or setting you
I'm
up.
talking
Yeah.
about majority of brothers,
If
not
she
all
don't-
brothers.
and if she a baddie, she be like, you got condoms? Absolutely. If she just letting you go, I'm gonna tell you a situation. We're gonna end it. It's a chick that I knew for about 5 years. I've been trying to smash. She always gave me the runaround. I finally goes down by Warner, Middle Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Go over Shorty house like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I asked Shorty she had condoms. She said no. Shorty go in the back room at somebody else's crib. I don't know who the crib is. Now I'm from up north. So automatically I'm not smashing you in nobody else's crib. I got the burner in my pocket. You shutting the door. I don't know who coming through that
Right.
door.
Mhm.
So I'm not smashing anyway. But Shorty take her shit off. She throw her leg around here talking about eating. I'm like, what? I'm not even hitting you without a condom. And you ain't even so dudes is actually going down there eating and sticking raw, and you letting them off the rip.
Man, when this head get hard,
Nah.
don't think with this
See,
head.
yeah,
hard.
a lot of people, and not just
Absolutely
the guys, but females, because again they participating in this thing, so
That's
they,
why I said it's a
they-
50-50.
She was gonna allow it. She
so
was gonna allow the raw D.
just let this be a lesson to y'all.
Women are trifling.
I ain't say that, y'all. I ain't say that. But again, ladies, the men giving it to you 100% real, 100% raw. Pun intended. but don't fall prey to us guys saying, I just want to put the head in. Yo, be smarter than that, ladies. Don't fall for our bullshit. Because I'm telling you, we come with some bullshit.
Right. Do we eat the kitty cat with a mouth comb?
No.
Or do we go down there raw?
This has been the relationship. With that, y'all, we're gonna wrap this thing up. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure to be with y'all, brothers.
Man,
we definitely gotta get this thing again. And man, when y'all see this show, ladies, and this show airs, y'all gotta play this back. Hit the push the pause. Not the pause button, the like button, the share button. Get this to all your girlfriends, because guess what? It's going to help you in a relationship. And if it don't, watch us next time we on here, and we're going to give you something that's going to help you out. With that being the case, guys, we will see you next time. Don't miss us. It's a relationship party with your boy Rod. Y'all may be back with us soon. We'll see y'all later. See ya.